fuel, fresh water. There you go. 51.
So much so that there is white caps waves inside the marina. Anyhow. Wind measurement thingy blew out, so we don't have one anymore. Plastic. I can't wait for the things of Furuno to arrive. There's no way I can show you guys, but you can see it there. Okay, comes out. Routing cables from one side to the other of the catamaran, not easy at all. Any case, it's done. So now, all I need to do is put this plane back. This second battery that nobody knows about back, and that should be all. Then I will show you how to set up the two sensors on the signal K and keep dashboard, and that's all. Hey, we are pretty much done. Guys, I'm gonna get the electric screwdriver. There you go. Now we can put the really heavy battery in. And then we fix the really heavy battery back in place. That's one. And here's the other one. Okay. That's done, guys. I will show you how it looks inside the signal K and how to use it inside the Keep dashboard. Okay, so to finish, I already have my Keep dashboard, and this is the one that I use always. I already created two gauges. They were here before, right? So I have my water here. By the way, we need to do water. We have batteries, and I created the two for the diesel tanks. All you need to do is go and unblock them, and then double click on them, and then on path, there should be, if I do tank, there should be fresh water, fuel, and fuel 1. That's all. It's there. It's already there automatically. So if I go on the 0 should be the port, and the 1 should be the stubborn. So this is stubborn, percentile value, data source, default, safe, 89%. It's already there. And to make it a little bit more, we will go with yellow, international color for diesel, in my opinion. And then diesel port, double click on it, come here, I go on tank, fuel, fresh water. There you go, 51. This is because when we did diesel the last time before coming to the marina, the diesel station had a really short pipe and hose, and we could only do this on one side of the boat, not the other side. But anyhow, that's how. Then we're gonna go there and say yellow again, save, boom. And now we have diesel on Keep 1 and 2. Now I can get creative with this on the app that I'm developing. There is just a bit of wind. It has been going for 24 hours now. The wind is 40 knots and the gust is around 50, 52. I just want to show you guys this. So that what point is us, and that's 51 knots, and this is the entire week. Look at that. And the best to come, there it is. Is going to be horrible. Look at that.
by the way, the 50 knots is like they're born exactly where our boat is, and this is going to be the entire next week. The same thing. It's not gonna go down during the week. So, pretty shitty, by the way. In the meantime, another reason to hate BNG, the wind sensor, is the Wi-Fi one. Yesterday, decided it will not give you any more the real data. So for now that we know there is 50 knots outside, it's saying 0.6 knot of wind, 3, 4, but it doesn't go up than that. It has been like that for since yesterday. This morning I woke up at 2 in the morning with 47 gusting, and then I saw a 53.2, and then boom, down to 4 knots, and it's working because it's giving you numbers, but it's giving you whatever number he wants. So yeah, that sucks. We need to do a job before we go for a walk, because I have been working non-stop and have not been able to leave the boat for the past 2 days. But before that, we need to do a job, and god damn it, the job we need to do is the mooring lines are attached to the 2 galoche. How is it called galoche in English? Oh my god, to the thingies where you put the rope on the boat, and they are the 2 on the back. Now the entire boat with 53 knots and waves, because it's let me show you guys. It is so windy that actually wave could create. We have waves inside the what's the name? Inside the bay, inside the harbor. We have waves. Everything is in the 2 things here. So my plan now is to take the mooring lines and actually leave it there, but also put it on the ones in the middle of the boat. So if those ones for any reason gave up, we can still we will still be attached to the ones on the front. So I'm gonna do that now. I'm not gonna bring you guys with me because it's windy and you're not gonna hear me, but that's what I'm going to do. Alright guys, so as we said, we have been battling 57 knots at the marina for the past 3 days, and it looks impossible to get out, but we are gonna go out for we're gonna go out for ice cream, because ice cream is life.
We are trying to go out with ice cream. Open the window is the most difficult part.
Yeah. I don't know. I have no idea how this whole thing happens. It just exploded. Anyhow. Yeah, go.
Tienila.
General situation, not good at all. God, look at that.
Madonna!
Gotcha.
Hai quasi fatto un passaggio della passerella!
Nah, come here. Alright, look. I don't know if you can guys hear me, but if you see, the waves are coming on top of the Gisela. They are coming on top of the thing. Cake is life. It's freaking amazing. That's Heraldo Catamaran. He's not here, so we are watching it. All looks good. There is literally waves inside the marina. Hey guys, it's the fourth day. Today's Sunday. It's the fourth day of the Almerimar madness. Guys, it has been blowing 60 sustained for the past 6 hours now. The BNG wind measurement thingy blew out, so we don't have one anymore. Plastic. I can't wait for the things of Furuno to arrive. But we are in a chat. The marina has a chat, and everyone is in it. And the people is posting their measurements. 62 sustained. So much so that there is white caps waves inside the marina. The boat is moving like crazy. We were about to go out and have lunch with the guys of Donna. Beautiful people, beautiful couple. They're Italians, but they live in the boat. They lived for the past, I don't know, maybe like 20 years in Brussels. Not Brussels, but in Belgium. And Anversa, yeah, that's the thing. And we had to cancel, man. It's impossible. I will show you the white caps. We have white caps. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to hear me, but we have white caps inside the marina. So much is the wind.
Scary. Look the waves outside.
Look the way, yeah, the waves are coming from on top of the pier itself, and there are white caps inside the marina. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see it, but it's crazy. And this is not even the worst of it. The worst of it still needs to come in next Wednesday. By then, we have to get rid of everything that is outside here, and we need to put the covers away because all this is gonna blow. We cannot do it now because there is no way we can do it now. But if in any time we see it going down, we need to clear everything from here, from outside. All of this shit needs to go, and we need to get rid of everything, put everything inside, and get rid of the covers because it's just impossible. This is, wow. It's blowing so hard that the spray from the waves from outside are hitting the covers. By the way, pretty much every single catamaran in this line is actually touching against the pier. Us, we are not touching because we did the whole calling the mooring lines with winches, but pretty much everyone else is touching. Even the top cover is completely sprayed. Nice. There's no way I can show you guys, but you can see it there. Every single wave from outside is crashing and coming in. It's so bad. I don't know if you noticed it, but it's so bad that there is no kite surfers. There have been kite surfers every single day until today. Today's too much, even for the kite surfers. It have to be at least 40 centimeters wave inside the marina. I think it's about to start raining too.
I'm worried about the coverage.
Yeah. There's a cape everywhere, so I think it's gonna start. It's gonna be horrible. Hey guys, the only one good thing that came out of all this is that I finally had time to do this job here. This is where the old oven was, but we are not gonna use the oven anymore because we have an air fryer. So, one thing that the lagoon has is have really little to none space on the kitchen area, on the galley to put away things. Technically, the only place that you have is that one there and this small cabinet here. I know there is a version of it that have cabinets all the way here, but this is not the version with, and there's no way to find that, so to buy aftermarket. So we removed the oven, and then today I did these things we bought yesterday. So now this is not a hole, but it's something that looks, you know, done by the company. And now what I need to do, we have the wood there to do it. I'm gonna do a separation here, so we are going to divide this into two spaces, and that's for, you know, everything that you see here. All of that is gonna be well organized inside. That's the thing, but that we are gonna do that in the next days. I don't think I'm gonna do it today, and simply because the boat is moving so much that you actually feel seasick in here. So we are just gonna spend the day watching movies and praying for the one galocha. I don't know what's the name of galocha in English. I don't know. What's the name? For the one cleat that is that sounded a bit.
Cleat, the translation.
Are you sure you are searching for that? C-L-E-E-T, not C-L-I-T. Anyhow, the cleat is there's only one holding the boat right now. The one on the port side is doing absolutely shit nothing, and the one on starboard side is there like, yeah, let's do this. So yeah, hope that actually the other day, as I saw you guys, I put the mooring line also on the one on the middle, so if that for any reason that cleat abandon us, the boat's still gonna be attached from the middle. But man, and again, this is not the worst part. The worst part is Wednesday.